Another informative vlog. So the thing is, another informative vlog. Hold on. Another informative vlog. Another informative vlog. So the speed of sound, even from individuals' words, enter into their body, to their ears, into their temple, and from their magnetic field, and influence all of reality. It influence individuals' bodies that are temples that's supposed to be holy. And influence individuals' stars, their consciousness, their selves, that are linked to their pineal gland. And if the government ever mess with my brain, I've been my spiritual body of 1 Corinthians 15. And so it was written, the first man, Adam, became a living soul. The last Adam became a quickening spirit. And my body been raised back in power many times before of 1 Corinthians 15. My words are strong and influence reality heavily. And the government's going to learn it's illegal to harm me. I promise reality is reality. Of wisdom, Solomon 1:15, for righteousness is mortal. Now the Lord is that spirit, and where the spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. For righteousness is immortal. Now here's the thing. Here's some informative information. So, let's say therefore, everyone's words are consecrated unto themselves. Let's say I influence someone and I tell someone, I love you, but I actually meant it. If I actually meant it, it will go into their body and influence them and react to their consciousness. And they would be drawn towards that in accordance to the words and things of what they said in situations and stuff. But in accordance, if I said I love them, it would influence their whole nature. It would affect their star, linked to their pineal gland, in outer space, their consciousness. I made the stars and I made the bodies so that individuals can interact with one another. I made everyone of their consciousness. I made everyone's consciousness called stars. And I made bodies for individuals. And what come forth from individuals is of their spirit. And so, likening to an analogy, like when I took, like what came forth from understanding. What came forth from the angel of understanding was a light. If so, no, it was so. Light. What came forth from the angel of strength was fire, and we called it fire. Individuals gonna understand what a spirit is. Underneath the authority of Lord Jesus Christ, the Lord of spirits, individuals got control over their consciousness. I remember when I told Lucifer to come forth what was from him, the whole nighttime was revealed. All the night. The whole night. It's wild. I've been to the dimension of the darkness. It's not cool. Not a fun place for individuals of the light. But you know what? Here's the thing. This is interesting. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, words, the speed of sound, enter into individuals' bodies from their hearing and their ears, and according to an individual's spirit of their strength, is according to 1 Corinthians 15 of Matthew 24:35. of Wisdom of Solomon 1:15, for righteousness is immortal. And therefore, stronger individuals influence reality more. And so, of their spirit, with their words. And it's interesting because, let's say, oh yeah, I was saying, I made the consciousness, the stars, all of them. I made bodies, individuals interact, and then it came to a point in time, like, for example, I told the door to come forth for him, was what revealed, was what reflected is of his self. And I told Argus what to come forth from him, is what reflected is from his self. And I told Lucifer to come forth for us from him, and what reflected was the whole nighttime. It's just a part of reality. What we call from the angel of the snow was snow. What we called from the angel of the fire was fire. This is part of reality. And so underneath the authority of Lord Jesus Christ, the Lord of Spirits, individuals got authority over their own body and their consciousness, as if they star are connected to their pineal gland and affect the whole universe. And when you speak to someone, if you say I love you to someone, not only are your words consecrated unto yourself, unto individuals' own selves, that you reap what you sow. Not only is your word consecrated unto yourselves, but let's say if I actually meant it to someone, and therefore it will make them feel a certain frequency, it will make their consciousness feel good, and in effect, they star that put forth the frequency, and from the day spring of the light of their star, that could be over a whole terrestrial planet. And let's say what came forth from someone, like there could be the angel of luck, that you could have said to, you don't know who you're talking to, you could have said to someone, have a good day. And then they could have said, you know what, you too. And you could have had a lucky day. But you know what? It's in accordance also. Let's say you talk to the angel of the bee, angel of the bees, or the angel of the lions, or the angel of flies. You don't know who you're talking to, as if I know Lord Jesus Christ, the Lord of Spirits, and underneath the authority of Lord Jesus Christ, individuals of how I made everything. I made everyone from consciousness from called stars. I know what I'm talking about. And I made bodies for everyone, and then I was leading up to, I link everyone to their body, meaning their pineal gland and consciousness. I meant to their pineal gland of their body. And so therefore, also, let's say you say, and then basically the 1 Corinthians 15 part aspect, and then individuals after, let's say, learning definitions and experience life and living and such things, that your aspect of your consciousness that is of your spirit, it will come forth, and there's a name for everything, like of things individuals never heard of basically of terms of evolution. And so basically what came forth from the angel of fire, we call fire. It's interesting. It's just interesting. And so anyway, I could figure out how I used to name everything, because it has a correct name. Everything, even things I've never heard of yet, and not just what people want to call it. It's interesting. But anyway, I knew what I was talking about. So, but let's say you say to someone, I love you, and then it enters into their ears with the speed of sound from the words of your mouth, affect their whole consciousness, affect their star, that put forth signals. But if you actually meant it, then that's what you receive. If you didn't mean it, best believe you're going to reap what you sown. They're not going to love you. You're going to reap what you sow. If you say I love you to someone and you meant it, you're going to reap what you sow. And so that affect, let's say, a whole star from that affect a whole person. People are important. Affect a whole person. So you talk in someone's ears, affect their consciousness, affect their star connected to the pineal gland. And let's say they've already been of their spiritual body from their natural body. So now they're a spirit, like I am. I've been my spiritual body of 1 Corinthians 15. Of wisdom of Solomon 1:15. For righteousness is more. And so let's say then, therefore, let's say therefore, let's say I say something good to someone. Have a good day. And underneath the authority of Lord Jesus Christ, the Lord of Spirits, I could have spoke to, let's say, the angel of the bees or the angel of luck. And then they say, you know what, have a good day. And it go back to me in accordance to how I meant it. And so therefore, I could have spoke to someone and they start hanging over a whole terrestrial planet. The individuals may say, you know what, it's a good day today. Or I'm having so much peace. Just saying one good thing to someone, because everyone is important. All lives matter. That's just a part of reality. It's interesting. Um, the spirit, truth, life. Say good things about him and actually meant it. You'll reap what you sow. He may cause someone, let's say, even if he don't like you, he may cause someone else to say something good about you, and that may influence your life in a good way. Because Lord Jesus Christ is the strongest, the Almighty. This is a part of reality. And so his spirit, his words, influence everyone more in a way of strength. This is a part of reality of 1 Corinthians 15, of, of, of meditation, of wisdom of Solomon 1:15. For righteousness is more. And therefore, individuals who are stronger, their spirit influence reality more. The governments are gonna learn. If they don't, the government's gonna learn it's illegal to harm me. They're gonna figure it out. Don't shoot a military tank in my head. Don't hang me from a tree. The governments will figure out with the memory camouflage devices having cells. They'll figure it out. I'm strong. Strong. Strong enough to destroy the whole planet to come back together. The governments will figure it out. Do not harm me. They don't want to harm me. Even if they want to harm me, they'll figure it out. Now the Lord is that spirit, and when the spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. Jesus Christ is the name of the Lord, a strong tower, the righteous run to it and are safe. Now the Lord is thy spirit, and where the spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. And so back to what I was saying. Let's say under the authority of Lord Jesus Christ, the Lord of Spirits, right? That you don't know who you're talking to of Hebrews 13:2, right? And so therefore, let's say you just say to someone, have a good day. With the speed of sound, your words affected someone, whole consciousness linked to their pineal gland. They start linked, their consciousness, they self linked to their pineal gland. that may be over a whole terrestrial planet, and of their spiritual body from their natural body of 1 Corinthians 15, you really could have talked to the angel of the bees, and a bee might not sting you next time you're around a bee, and because the whole consciousness affecting a whole terrestrial planet and individuals that may travel intergalactically and things like that, influence also, even from the day spring called the light of a star, from the frequencies that are positive frequencies that affect individuals. Let's say you speak to the spirit peace, and you say good things. You make peace feel good. Wow, I feel good. You reap what you sow. If you make the spirit peace feel bad or crazy, like the governments are haunting me, and Lord Jesus Christ called me the spirit peace, then the governments reap what they sow. It's just a part of reality. Now the Lord is that spirit, and where the spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired and not to be compared to it. Proverbs 8:11. I have the universe moving forward and created magnetic frequencies and planets rotating at whatever speeds, and that a lot of words attract to the same words, but of how they're spoken and of how they meant. Let's say someone actually mean I love you, then they're gonna read what they said, how they meant. That's just a part of reality. Jesus Christ, Lord. For in him dwells all the fullness of the Godhead bodily. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Wisdom has built her house, he has soon her 7 pillars. Mikael, the great prince, appointed over the 7th heaven, the highest one which is in the air above. The Lord is man of war, the Lord is his name. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. I already said that. Wisdom has built her house, he has soon her 7 pillars. Mikael, the great prince, appointed over the 7th heaven, the highest one which is in the air above. And one cried unto another, said, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. For righteousness is immortal. Now the Lord is that spirit, and where the spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run to it and are safe. Now the Lord is that spirit, and where the spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. For righteousness is immortal. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. To him who by wisdom made the heavens, for his mercy endures forever. To him who remembered us in our lowest state, for his mercy endures forever. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to. Individuals' words take them in places in life as if there is a mathematical formula only with words, as individuals seek comprehension that causes information of understanding. As if, like, I know I put in place the universe is moving forward, and I made a magnetic field in a way of, because of what I mentioned, of words going at the speed of sound into individuals' bodies that's linked to their star, their pineal gland, and that individuals have a natural body. And then of 1 Corinthians 15, it even explains from the natural body to the spiritual body. I've been my spiritual body. And so it is written, the first man, Adam, became a living soul, the last Adam became a quickening spirit. For righteousness is mortal. And therefore, I just wanted to mention that the words take individuals and put to places. It's like almost like a puzzle piece. It don't really matter at all what you look like, what you wear, what you do, what you say. I mean, not what you. I mean, it don't really matter what you look like. It matters what you say. But that's what I meant. I mean, just look at me. Lord Jesus Christ has an archangel of the 7 archangels called wisdom and understanding of 2 of the 7 archangels, and therefore therefore they have their own vineyard of the vine of their branches. Mary underwent wisdom. She underwent the name Mary. I underwent the name Joseph, said Michael the archangel, because of holiness, so that any other individual of a graven image might not say, I am the Father of God. I am a real, not just a messenger, guardian, holy angel. That's not just a messenger. And so what I did was of holiness. What's right is right. And if I get in trouble for doing what's right, then blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. If anyone gets in trouble for doing what's right and gets persecuted for it, is it not written, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven? You know what? For righteousness is immortal. And so therefore, wisdom, let's say I tell wisdom I love her. Her whole subjects love me, the angel of woman. Let me just say something. The Song of Songs, which is Solomon's. Song of Songs, which is Solomon's. Song of Songs 1:1. Matthew 24:35. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. Wisdom of Solomon 1:15. For righteousness is immortal. Wisdom is the principal thing. Don't forget wisdom and all that getting get understanding. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride, and arrogancy, and the evil way and the forward mouth. Do I hate the fear of the Lord? Is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired and not to be compared to it. Proverbs 8:11.